Hello guys and welcome back to Isaac News. This is Edik Obot, and I want to say this. Somebody called me Isaac News in the comments on one of my videos. Please, my name is Edik Obot, and Isaac News is the name of the channel. So today we want to look at runway lighting of the Lagos Murtala Mohammed Airport. So this is Nigeria's largest airport, and I think it's the most popular airport. So it has two major landing areas. The landing area for domestic airlines, that is um, flights that are within the country. You're moving from any part of the country to Lagos, to the airport. This where domestic airlines land, and there's where international airlines coming from outside Nigeria actually land. So the domestic airlines do not have airfield lighting, meaning that if we have domestic flights coming into Lagos Airport beyond 6 p.m., they will be rerouted to land at the international, terminal. Then they will have to pay taxi and cost and it's actually it's a long distance and pay taxis to take them down to the domestic airline. We do now finally find their way back to their houses. So as we speak, the runway for the domestic for the domestic lane has been installed and operation has commenced. So I want you just to watch this video of the runway. Wow, that was a very nice one. You saw the red zone where there were red lights. The plane shouldn't land on that zone. So we saw the green light and then the yellow light, meaning that okay, that's a neutral zone and the plane should actually land there. So that is actually the domestic airline terminal where our domestic carriers can actually land. So for many years, precisely nearly 16 years, the second runway of the Murtala Mohammed Airport has been operating without airfield lighting. And the airline operators struggled and mounted pressure on the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAAN). These are the ones that are the body overseeing the whole air industry, aviation industry in Nigeria, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, and they pressured them to provide a second runway, lighting, and the second runway is properly known as 18 left. The operators and the experts in the sector really put a lot of pressure, to see that these things are being installed. But then it did not really amount to much. Previous administrations had, tried their best. President Obasanjo had tried his best to see what he could do, and there were some contracts awarded to some contractors to help carry this out, but it did not happen. It didn't actually happen, and this made it difficult for flights to take off or land on the runway at night. And so this forced domestic airlines to land at the international wing at night and then taxi down to the domestic side. The Federal Executive Council had earlier this year approved 2.3 billion naira for the supply and installation of the airfield ground lighting, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, at the Abuja and Malam and Minu Kanu International Airport. So these about four airports, were actually listed for airfield lighting installation. So we have the one in Lagos, Murtala Mohammed, the Nnamdi Azikiwe. We had the one in Abuja. We had the one in Kano. All these airports before now could not receive domestic carriers after 6 p.m., nor could flights take off from that zone after 6 p.m. And now this is going to cause a glitch. So, and an airport can have a lot of traffic coming its way, but inability to take off and land at night can actually, reduce the ability for these people to deliver their services and to do what they ought to do. So this is a very nice one, and we appreciate the federal government for this 2.3 billion. It ain't no small money, but the government understood the importance of this, and gave the money. And we thank God that the contractors that we brought to do this work did not run away with the money, that they have done what they ought to do. And right now, our airplanes can land at night and can take off at night, so that these people can honestly run maybe a 15 or 16-hour shift, or maybe even a 24-hour shift, where we can have flights taking off at maybe up until 12 p.m. I don't know how much patronage they have from people who use airlines. But now that they have this airfield lighting, I think they can actually push operations from 6 p.m. up until probably 9 or 10 p.m. and then close for the day. And this means more money for the airlines and more money for Nigerians working there. So this is where we're going to end today's video. This is a very nice one from the federal government of Nigeria. And if you like this video, share, subscribe, share your thoughts on the comments. Till we see you again. Remain blessed.